Why I became a realtor. Hi, my name is Kella and this is day 2 of my 90-day challenge to post consistently every single day for the next 90 days and see if I can grow my brand new channel from 0 followers to at least 10,000, which is the goal. Today I decided to get personal, so I decided to share exactly why I became a realtor. Now I'm going to be brutally honest. To be honest, I didn't become a realtor because I loved showing houses. I became a realtor because I saw how real estate could change lives and I knew I wanted to be part of that. This is me being completely honest. If you ask an average realtor now why they became a realtor, most of the responses you'll be getting is, I have a passion for showing houses, or I'm a passion for helping people find houses. That's fine. That's nice. But that wasn't it for me. Personally, for me, the love and the passion for real estate came much later. I just saw the potential to make big bucks and I jumped in, and that became the toughest experience of my whole entire life. Real estate challenged me to the core of my spirit. Like, don't get me wrong, I've tried my hand at a lot of other businesses before. I've done other jobs before, but when I tell you that real estate shook me, I mean, like earthquake. I'm not even playing. Don't get me wrong, real estate can be one of the most rewarding career choices ever, but it required me to become the opposite of what I considered my true nature. For example, me, I am naturally extremely introverted. Like, I would avoid people, even people I love, I would avoid people just to avoid having interaction, like just to avoid talking to someone. Like, you know, those kind of people that lock themselves up in a room for days, sometimes even weeks. Yeah, that's exactly the kind of person I am. But I was before real estate. So real estate forced me out of my shell. I mean, look at me creating content. This is so unreal right now. Okay, so back to why I became a realtor. Before I became a realtor, I was working a 9 to 5, living salary to salary basically, and I was unhappy about that because I've always wanted to build my own identity, build my own brand. But for the longest time, I had no idea it would be in real estate. I was thinking I would do something else like fashion, which was the first thing I tried my hand at in business. And then I went on to dropshipping and then a bunch of other things in the middle before I finally landed in real estate. Real estate grew on me. Like, I remember a couple times when people would say, oh, you're good at sales, why not try selling property? Oh, there are girls like you killing it in real estate. And I just kept hearing comments like that, but I never even considered it for once that time. So most people I know, some of my colleagues, my neighbors, people would just casually make statements like, why not do real estate? Real estate will fit you, and girls like you are killing it in real estate. Just like all these things, yeah. Of course, they won't tell you of the bad part, though. The part that if you're a full-time realtor, if you don't sell, you don't make no money. Like, you don't eat. Like, if you sell, of course you're on top of the world, but if you don't make sales, you don't have any money. Of course, they didn't mention that part. They're like, oh girl, and I just saw the glamorous parts of real estate, and I kind of I didn't even get enticed, to be honest. I didn't even get enticed. It was just kind of happened spontaneously for me. I remember one day I was having a conversation with my sister and her fiance, which one is it? So he kind of asked me what I did for work, and for some weird reason I was just too ashamed to say that I was an assistant, which is what I was doing. I was working as an assistant, and it just felt shameful because I just felt like at that point in my life I shouldn't be doing this kind of job anymore. And that day I just spontaneously said I'm a real estate broker, and it just stuck. And I don't know, for some weird reason I just carried on with it. And one day at my former job, I just decided to start marketing. So I started taking listings from my estates, my neighborhood, whenever I found listings for rent, because I started with rent. So whenever I found listings, I would go and take them and start marketing. I was posting on my Instagram, on my WhatsApp, and just sharing it on websites and everything. And so it was rent, and I later transitioned to sales. That went on for a while, but I didn't make no money though, and that was discouraging, and I considered quitting. But then I was able to secure a job at a real estate development company, which is a company that like builds homes and sells those homes to the end users. So I got a job full-time as the admin. So from there I was able to learn a lot because I was surrounded by the exact same people that I was aspiring to be like and the company also had a huge platform which made everything go much smoother. 3 weeks into that job, I made my first sale, and that changed everything. That changed my mindset, that changed everything. That was when I said, yes, now I'm a bona fide realtor. I went on to close more deals, and then I proceeded to building my own brand. In the time I've been in real estate, I've learned so much about how the world really works. I've learned economics in real time and even mathematics, which is one of the subjects that I absolutely hated the most before joining real estate, of course. I learned about financing, equity, mortgage, and just so much. So yes, real estate has been really rewarding for me, and I completely identify as a real estate personnel. This is my industry. I have found my place. So real estate is my identity, is what I do. I live, I breathe, I sleep real estate. So I fully identify as a realtor now, and so this is how I became a realtor. If you stuck around to the end of this video, I wonder why. Because I'm still trying to get this thing together. But thank you so much, and please subscribe on this if you're watching on YouTube. Until the next time, I'm Kella, and I help you buy smart. Bye.